Day 23 of Vlogmas. We're nearly there. There's just today and tomorrow, and then it'll all be done. So let's waste no more time, get straight into it, move hands, and see what's behind door number 23. Here he is then, where we left him yesterday, floor 22. So we'll just give him a quick nudge down to floor 23. He's got one more to go, then he's done for Vlogmas. So let's get straight into opening door 23, which is this one here. So here we are then, a set of 4 tyres. Are they plastic or are they rubber? Well, they're actually rubber. So proper squidgy rubber tyres. Right, let's see how far we can get with the build for day 23. So we left it yesterday at putting these lights into the back of it. Now I've already taken them off, you can see them moving around there. I've taken them off the sprue. I did have an accident with one of them, this one here, the paint's actually come off, but I can tap that up with paint once we get it fitted. So we'll get these all in. Now it's the 2 orange ones go on the bottom and the red on the top. So if we take that one first and put that one into there if we can, because these aren't fiddly at all. Of course, once you drop them you can't see the damn things. Definitely going to be a tweezer situation as long as they don't spring out of the tweezers and disappear. Right, so we want that one slide into there. I can do it without dropping it. This is definitely one of those occasions where you need to be good with your digits. It doesn't look as though that one's going to fit in that one. Maybe deformed for some reason. We'll work on that one later. Let's see if we can get one of these other ones in, see if that'll work. This is definitely the fiddliest part, or one of the fiddly parts. Wow, this is definitely going to be interesting. Okay, let me just fiddle around with that and see if I can get that in. Right, so hours later. Right, now you get them in the tweezers like that, and then it's just a case of lining that hole up and pushing it in there. There we are, they're in. Wow, well, that took forever to do. Now the reason that one there looks the way it does is because the paint came off it, and then I may have actually lost it somewhere. But if you look at it from the side, once we focus, it's actually open. Now, where you can see there, that bit there would normally be the red lens, and then there's a gun poking out. So what I've done is, that was one of the options. You could just have the standard lights at the back, or you could have the lights where the back lenses flip down and there's a gun behind them. So when it goes back together, when it's all done, I'll put a dab of red paint on there, so that does actually, orange paint rather, so that does actually look like one of the lights, but it'll look like one of the lights has got the gun open. So that's still going to work, so I'm okay with that. But God, that wasn't an easy thing to do at all, but at least that part's done. And the next part is this one here, which I believe is where the number plates go together. So it's just a case of putting these two items together. If I can pick that up. Right, so there should be the two holes in there, you can see, and that should just fit in there. When I say it should just fit in there, there we are. I think that's the easiest bit we've done so far. Get that bit in there. And then I need a triangular piece to go on the end of it. So I'll get that bit. Right, so it's not actually a triangular piece, that bit there. It's the stickers that go on for the rear number plates. So let's see if we can get these rear number plates on, ready to go. Need that to be on there straight, which it's not at the minute. Well, there's one on. I think I'll get, save you being bored, Richard. I'll get the other two done off camera, come back and show you them when they're on. Right, so that was the first plate we put on. Turn that around, we've got the second plate on. And we turn that around and we've got the British plate on there. That wasn't too bad, to be fair. Now the next bit is the housing for this number plate. The number plate housing that allows it to spin. So that should go sit in there like that. And then once that's in there, that should allow that to spin round. And then this bit has to go inside the boot lid, round the right way. So that's got to go in there. So I need that to mount that way on. This will be interesting. So I put that in upside down. Hopefully you can see there. That look right? It looks right. It's just a case of attaching this properly, which hopefully you can see. I think that's in. Seems to be. Right, so can we get that number plate to turn around now? Need a way of getting that to spin in there. Oh yes. Now we're on to the back bumper. So I've got the parts here. Now I did paint the lights on the back bumper, and that should fit in to there. I think that's it. I'll just make sure that that's actually going in the way it should. Right, so putting the handle on. There's another one of those awkward ones to fit. Use the tweezers will come in handy here. And then that should just go into those two holes there. At least it would if I didn't drop it out of the tweezers. There we are. And that, now obviously I still need to paint that tail light, but we'll get round to that. But that is effectively the back end of the Aston Martin. Done. It's definitely going together well now. Pop that there for a moment. Right, now the next part was the overriders to go in. I've got one in. So let's get the next one off and get that one in. And these are actually really good quality, the way they're put together. Shaped like the original ones. I'll take that little bit of roughness off there so it does fit around the bumper, because they just slot in at the back, go through the back bumper and into the shell of the car. And it should go straight around. So we just put it through this hole here. And through into the car. There we go. Oh yes, that's looking better all the time, isn't it? Yes, I know that light's popped out. I will sort that out though. That's just doing the front number plate, so I'll just do that off camera, but obviously it's just exactly the same as the rear one was, but I'll get that done off camera. And then we'll move on to the next step, which by the looks of it is attaching the body to the floor pan. So I've got the front number plate ready to go in, and I have made sure that it spins in the same order as the one on the back does. So that can go to one side for now. Now the next part is to put the bottom to the top. So we're definitely getting somewhere now. The way to do it is this little bit here. If you can see that that clip there goes into that slit you can just see in there. And then at the back of it, these two indentations here go into those two little pockets. If you can see those there. So this should be interesting. Of course, you've got to put it on upside down, put it on the right way, otherwise nothing will work. So let's see if we can get this in there to line up. Right, let me see. You can work that into the back there somehow. Bits in there. I wonder if I'll maybe slide that in there first. Up there like that. And then hopefully we can get the rest in and we can get that just to click into place. Like that. Oh, that's better. There we are. We have wheels. Let's just readjust you so you can see better. There we are. Wow. Well, that's all coming together well. Oh yeah, I've painted that as well, so I'm waiting for that to dry. So that's what that is, why it's looking slightly out of place. Bring it in closer. Why it's looking slightly out of place there is because that lens folds down and behind it there's a machine gun. If I can find something black, I'll just put a bit of black paint on the back of that so you can see that. But that's the entire back end done. The chassis is in, front end needs doing, all the interior is in with the rear view mirror, you can see there. Gear stick's still in, steering wheel's still in. Oh, we're doing really well here. Right, put that there, and that'll do until tomorrow. obviously tomorrow is the final day. Well, and as you can see, it's that time of year again. So we're back finishing the video with the lights on. It's that time of day again, I should say. Anyway, that's day 23 over. Now, as you saw, the entire car's together. In fact, I've got it here. So the entire car is now pretty much in one piece. Got to get the front end on, got the wheels to put on, and obviously we've got the tyres. So that has to mean that tomorrow, day 24, the final day, has to be this panel and that panel that we're going to get out of there tomorrow. So at least we know what's behind window 24 or door 24. Or as maybe it's an Aston Martin, maybe it should be behind garage 24. But we'll find that out tomorrow. And we can carry on from there. Thanks for watching this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We're finally getting there. Definitely on track for finishing it tomorrow. So for now, I'll say goodbye. Don't forget to hype it. Consider subscribing to the channel. Press the like button on the way out if you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 24, the final one. Bye for now.